Good evening, everyone. It's me again, Al Brown Spencer. Today is Monday, the 15th of November 2021, and it is just past 4 o'clock in the early evening or late afternoon. Uh, the situation is still the same, and pretty much nothing has changed at all. I haven't been paid any penny from my compensations that my abusers owe me, and I am still fighting to get my freedom, my compensations, and leave the United Kingdom. And anyone who can help me to leave the UK as soon as possible and restart my life abroad would be doing me the greatest favor in my life, because my compensations and my money that my abusers and anyone who participated in what was done to me owe me is gonna be the lifeline for my future, where I'm gonna use it to restart my life and so on. I would like to clarify a few points, a few things that happened, which, to be honest with you, it's not helping when people have this attitude or attack me, in this way, and misunderstand and jump to conclusion. For example, yesterday a lady approached me with her. She was accompanied by a gentleman, and basically they said to me, she kept on quizzing me and talking to me, and in the end she stirred things and talked about things that I have forgotten long time ago. Anyway, she kept on asking me about if I have a family here, and when I said I have two daughters, and then she asked me, are you still with her mom? I said, of course not. And I'm trying to make this clear to everyone that is watching this clip and this video and my movies on, or my videos on YouTube, so they understand what is the situation in terms of my personal circumstances. I cut any ties and any relationship with anyone from the country where I was born, including my siblings and anyone I know there, and so on. And I am single since 2012, when myself and my ex decided to separate. However, I was still staying at the same property in Wokingham in Berkshire, her property. And in 2013, she actually kicked me out of the property, and she phoned the police, and they came, and she asked them, she said she doesn't want me in the property, and the police said they have got nothing to do, you have to leave, and so on. So I left, and since then I was homeless for 3 years. And who made me homeless and how and all of this, I am going to give all details about these circumstances and so on. So anyone out there who thinks, okay, what are the circumstances or the personal status of this person, I promise you this is the reality and nothing but the truth. I have been single since 2012, and I've been, you know, outside the property of my ex since 2013, and I don't have any relationship with my ex whatsoever, from near or far. Even my daughters, my abusers deprived me of seeing them since 2016, and they must pay the price. So anyone out there thinking that I am leaving the UK, so I'm leaving my daughters, deserting them, of course not. I've never wanted to leave my daughters. I was literally deprived from seeing my daughters in 2016, and that was the last time I saw them. And I consider, after all what was done, my daughters are not my daughters any longer. I mean, they haven't seen me since 2016, and now they are almost grown up. So basically, they lived without their father for about 5 years in a very critical stage of their lives. So basically, no, they are not my daughters any longer. And my ex is my ex since 2012. And I haven't been in contact or anything with her in terms of, anything since then. And even in 2016, you know, and I'm gonna give details about who stopped me and all of this from even contacting as I used to, as usual, to see my daughters and so on. And anyway, Wokingham Social Service, they are responsible and all of this, and I have a case against them in the court. And of course, Thames Valley Police, and I'm going to give details about everything and so on. And anyone out there who thinks, and anyone out there who claims that I am still with my ex is just someone who's just spreading lies, and someone who's benefiting from this, and someone who is trying to achieve something beyond my understanding, that basically, you know, is just a bunch of liars, bastards. There is no force on earth that will make me even think about my ex. My ex is my ex. I don't even think about her. I don't even have her in my mind. And when I talk about my ex now, all what I'm thinking about, just my daughters and my daughter's sake. And anyone out there thinking or claiming that anything else, just someone who's lying. If anyone saying so, I can confront anyone. If anyone can prove that I am claiming or saying I'm still with my ex, or I'm still, in a relationship with her, whatever, I will confront them, and I'm going to prove everyone is lying about this or anything else relating to my ex and my daughters. Because as I tried to explain many times, my ex is my ex. We're not in a relationship whatsoever since 2012. And my daughters are no longer my daughters because they have grown up now, or almost, like 14 and something, and 11 or 12. So in other words, they missed 5 years of their, you know life growing up without their dad. So there are not my daughters any longer, and no one can prove me otherwise. And I made up my mind, and I'm leaving the UK, and I'm gonna be starting a new family wherever I'm going to settle down. And my daughters are more than welcome to come and meet me wherever I am going to settle down outside the UK, I mean in Europe or South America or whatever, and they can come and meet me and so on. So this is one thing about my personal life. I am a single man since 2012, and I have never been in a relationship since then, because my abusers from the authorities destroyed my life completely and actually kept me under their authorities, used, abused, tortured in many ways, and there was no chance even for me to, have a life, basically, and so on. So this is my personal life. The other thing, my financial life, my abusers from the authorities destroyed my life completely, and all my attempts previously to get a job, or improve my financial life, or any kind of any kind of projects or anything that could make me good money, and make me, someone and so on, they actually made sure that I never had a chance to do anything like this whatsoever, not just the use and abuse and torture. And I am in desperate need of everyone's help at the present time. If you're out there watching this video and you can actually help financially, or legally, or media, human rights organizations, or solicitors and so on, and of course helping me to expose my abusers, especially when I'm leaving the UK. And I am 100%, I mean, every single day I plan this is my last day here in the UK, where I can actually leave this country and restart my life somewhere where I can call it home, where I can call it my place, my home, my country. And of course this is not happening, and my life is just passing me by, because a bunch of bastards, cunts, they have their own plan and their own scheme and their own fairy tale, or their own shit they are planning to get away with what they did to me, and pretend that they were doing something good or whatever, which completely bullshit, because what was done to me was done to me. And I promise you, I am going to fight until, as long as I'm alive. I am going to fight and do my best to expose my abusers, who they are, what they do, and all of this, and make sure that everyone knows about them and knows what they did and what they do. And above all of this, fighting in the legal proceedings and all of this, in order to get my right for what they did to me, and other stuff that is unbelievable. And when I say so, trust me, when you get to know in details what was done to me, you will understand everything, and you will understand, you know, the amount of use and abuse and torture and so on. So I need everyone's help to come on board and actually help me. And of course, when I say everyone, when I give my leaflet, I make it clear that there are certain nationalities that I don't want them to get involved directly in my case and so on. They can help from a distance without having any influence over me or interference or whatever. However, everyone else actually, welcome to help. And if you would like to make any donation and so on, that would be actually helpful, because I'm planning to be outside of the UK, restarting my life before the end of 2021. Whether my abusers decide to give me my compensations and every money they owe me amicably so I can restart my life and so on, or they basically make it more difficult to me as they did many times before, and for the past, I don't know, 20 years or so. And basically the cases in the court will carry on, blah blah blah, and all of this. Which, to be honest with you, I mean, I want to restart my life as soon as possible. And if my abusers have any kind of fairness or justice, or know anything about honor and justice, they would have given me my compensations and any money they owe me straight away, no questions asked. And any personal circumstances that they got involved in and used against me and basically caused me whatever it is personally, again, as I tried to explain many times, zillions of times, my compensations and any money they owe me, when I get this, that will give me the power to restart my life, do the business I want, be in the country where I want or the place where I want, and basically restart my life and so on, and start the family I am actually looking forward to. And when I say so, I mean my own family, my daughters, as I said, with their mom, and my daughters are no longer my daughters. And when I say so, it's not from my side. They will always be my daughters and I will always love them until the last second of my life. However, the relationship between me and them, it's ended. And I know for sure. I mean, kids like this age, when they live for over 5 years without their dad, end of story. Everything changed. And I promise you, nothing is going to change this, and nothing is going to put it otherwise. Even if my daughters come to me like, hey, daddy, and all, I still can't see they wouldn't be the same as my daughters who I knew before I was deprived from them. And no one can change this whatsoever. And also, I would like to make this clear. Anyone from my abusers, you can never rectify something like that. And the only thing that you must pay the price, in terms of, not just financially, but also to know what it feels to do this to someone, you must be deprived from your kids the same length of time. However, I am not an evil person like other people and do it because I want to deprive you from your daughters. But justice must justice must be fulfilled, which means you deprived me from my daughters for over 5 years based on bullshit, whether it's a mistake or whatever, doesn't make any difference. The fact is, you deprived me from my daughters for over 5 years, and you must go to prison for this. Whether the court is very fair and actually will fulfill justice and sentence you to be in prison for 5 years for the 5 years you deprived me from my daughters, or whatever length of time, you must get what you deserve and what the court will decide, or what justice must be fulfilled, basically. I mean, if my abusers have their own way of judging or court or whatever above the courts, or they are untouchables, or no one can persecute them, I don't know what else. Who would I actually talk to? I mean, me protesting in Bournemouth Square every single day, asking the public for help. That's because I believe the public can help. Because no matter how powerful are my abusers from the authorities, whether here in the UK or the country where I was born, they are just people like you and me. They breathe air, and once this is stopped, they are dead. And if they are people like you and me, and they can die and all of this, so I can basically get my right for what they did to me. Justice must be fulfilled, and it's not just the money. The money is my right for everything they did to me, and for the ordeal and the drama and the use, abuse, and torture and the human rights violations that they, did against me. And anyone out there who can help, please get in touch. I mean, I need your help like no one's business. I mean, come on. They wasted over 2 decades of my life, and I am trying to be outside the UK and restart my life as soon as today. If it's up to me, I would leave the UK today. I promise you, if it's up to me and I have my money in my account under my authority and my compensations, I promise you, I will book the very first flight from the UK. The destination, as I said, there are few countries that basically I will be settling down in one of them, and I will start with one of them first and see how things will go. And if things don't go the way I'm expecting or the way I want, I would be moving to another one and so on. And this is no fun because I promise you, when people ask me where I'm from, I actually get confused. And I promise you, I'm not making this up. Every time someone asks me, where are you from? I get confused. I don't know what to say. And all what I can say, I just explain to them. I don't have an identity in terms of where I am from. I am not from the UK, will never be. Yes, I have a British passport, but it means nothing in terms of, your identity. Your identity is not where you were born, where you grew up. Your identity is where you believe you belong to, where you believe it's home, where you feel like it's home. You could love lots of things in life. You can love your children, you can love, things, possessions, objects, things, many things. But there is a certain feeling. I don't know, maybe because no one who's watching, well, hopefully this is the case, that, you know, didn't go through what I've been through and is not the same situation. But when you don't have a place to call home, that leaves a big empty space inside you and inside, I don't know how to describe it, but it leaves a big dent inside you, a big empty space. You don't know. I mean, when people ask me, and I've been asked this question zillions of times, when someone asks me, where are you from? I get confused. I don't know what to say. And then I have to explain to them, I was born in that place, but it's not home. I withdrew the nationality of that country, and I don't have any relationship with that country or any feelings or anything whatsoever. And the same with the UK, despite I'm still in the UK and I have a British passport, it's not home, will never be. And when I say the UK, I mean every single spot in the UK or under the British authorities. Even an island zillions of miles away, but under the British flag, it's still British place, and I want to be away far as I can from it, and so on. And if anyone out there thinks that I'm exaggerating or I'm being dramatic or blah blah blah, I promise you, when you get to know what was done to me here in the UK, you will understand. You will understand why I have this determination and why I have this strong will to leave the UK and withdraw the British passport and the British nationality as soon as I can, and cut any ties between me and the UK. So yeah, anyone out there who can help, please get in touch. Please support. I need your help. I need your support. And anyone who would like to donate, please go ahead and do it. I need as much donation and as much support as possible from people and from as many people as possible. Despite the fact that finally I got an offer of a job, and hopefully I will be, starting soon if I'm still in the UK. And yeah, despite the fact that it's not full time, and the hours are not guaranteed, which again, that's exactly what they do. No certainty. They wouldn't give me a full time. If anyone outside there out watching this and you can give me a full time job from tomorrow, I am going to start it 100% until I leave the country, and so on. So anyway, I need your help, guys. I need your support. Life is so beautiful, but my abusers are fucking bunch of wankers, cunts, who still till the moment are trying to force me to accept something I don't want to accept, and I will never ever accept whatsoever in my life, no matter what. I am not British. I don't want to be British. I do have a British passport, but I don't feel British after all what was done to me in this country, and I don't feel any belonging to this country, and I'm trying to find a place to call home. And if you can help me to leave the UK as soon as possible and find a place I can call home, please get in touch. My compensations and every money I'm owed from my abusers and all of this, I must get this money so I can get on with my life. And failing this, your donations can actually help me to get, you know, my plan going and leaving the UK as soon as possible and restarting my life away from the UK and away from the country where I was born, and in a new place where I can be happy, where I can restart my life, where I can start the business I want, where I can use my compensations and any money I'm owed to actually start to enjoy life and start living. As for my daughters, as I tried to explain, I don't have any family whatsoever. I don't have any family anywhere in the world, not just where I was born, but here in the UK. However, my daughters are my daughters, but I know for sure after almost 5 years of not seeing their dad and growing up now, they are no longer my daughters. And even if they meet me somehow, sometime, and they show how much, oh, we missed you, blah, 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 I know for sure it will never be the same. It will never be as, if they were still with me and so on. And anyway, guys, these bastards who did this to me are cunning, sly, scumbags, cunts, who must be punished for what they did to me, no matter what. And if anyone out there from my abusers claim that they are doing something good to me, I promise you this is all bullshit, because the only thing that they can do to help me to restart my life and get on with my life is to give me my compensations and any money they owe me amicably as soon as possible, and let me leave the UK as soon as I can to restart my life in a place where I can call home. And I don't know what else to say, to be honest with you. I am fed up of these bastard cunning cunts, and I am fed up of being in the UK, and I hate every single minute of being here in the UK on British soil, in the same country where everything that I experienced and every use and abuse and torture in this country that was merciless and vicious and I don't know what else to call, was done to me deliberately and, planned for, and all of this. And I don't know what else to say, to be honest with you. All what I can say is my determination to leave the UK as soon as possible alone. And when I say alone, I mean it, because my abusers are cunning bastards. They might say, ooh, we're gonna get him back to what his ex or whatever, blah blah blah, and all of this shit. And I'm saying, so I'm just covering every kind of gap, that because they are cunning bastard, and I'm expecting anything from them, these fucking cunts. And I'm saying so just to fill in any gap of any kind of their cunning work and all of this, to make it look like they are doing something good. As I tried to explain, I have no family anywhere in the world. That's it. End of story. Even in the country where I was born, I I forgot completely about this. And here in the UK, I don't have a family. I have two daughters who live with their mom, who were separated since 2012. And I am trying to leave the UK as soon as I can. I'm determined to do so and restart my life in a place as far away from the UK and anything to do with the UK, where I can actually restart my life and start living and so on. And if you don't understand how I feel about after all what was done to me and my determination to leave the UK, then you cannot help. Because if you want to help, you must understand and believe and comprehend and take on board what I'm saying. Because when I say I'm determined to leave the UK as soon as possible and restart my life away from the British flag, away from anything British, away from anything that relates me to this country, I mean it. And you should not, no one should put any kind of doubt or any kind of whatever, or use any kind of anything to try to make it look like otherwise. Because to be honest with you, if anyone does this, I want you to know that you are a fucking cunt and you must go to prison, you fucking cunts. For what you did to me, for trying to cover up, and above all of this, for wasting all of these years of my life, you fucking bastards. You are just a bunch of fucking cunts and you don't want to listen and you don't want to actually do what I actually need the most, to leave the UK and restart my life outside of the UK where I can actually find my human rights, my privacy and freedom respected and protected rather than, you know, repeating the same story and wasting more of my time and so on. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for your time and thank you very much for watching. And if you can help, whether by donating or, you know, helping me to expose my abusers and all of this with the legal proceedings and all of this, please get in touch. I need your help as soon as possible and I need your help, you know, as much as you can give in terms of help and support. And if you read my leaflet and you are one of the nationalities I mentioned in the leaflet or Muslims, please accept my apologies. I am not trying to be rude to you or discriminate or whatever, but after what was done to me, everyone I mentioned in the leaflet in terms of nationalities and so on and background, that I don't want them to take a leaflet or, you know, get in touch with me directly or get involved in my life directly and so on. I mean it, and this is not gonna change until the last second in my life. This is end of it. Nothing is gonna change this whatsoever. I have a plan for my future. I have, you know, planned for everything, and hopefully I will be capable of achieving my goals as soon as possible and leave the UK as soon as possible. And when I say as soon as possible, I mean as soon as today. If anyone can help me to leave the UK as soon as today, that would be, oh my word, that would be the biggest favor anyone would have done to me in my entire life. And of course, getting my compensations and any money I'm owed before leaving. Well, anyway, guys, thank you very much again and take care of yourselves. And please support, please help. My name is Al Brown Spencer. My telephone number is 074659200503 and my email is a for alpha.b for bravo.spencer@hotmail.com. However, the best guaranteed way of contacting me is to meet me in Bournemouth Square. I protest in Bournemouth Square every single day for 2 hours until I leave the country. And even when I start working, I will still dedicate 2 hours. Maybe it's gonna be different hours rather than like normal 11 12ish in the afternoon I start protesting for 2 hours, but I will still stand in Bournemouth Square for 2 hours or more every single day, even when I start a job and all of this. And if you can help, please get in touch directly and let's see, you know, what things will bring and how things will happen. And hopefully I will be outside this country as soon as possible with my compensations and my money and so on. Well, thank you very much anyway, guys, and take care of yourselves and have a great evening. Thank you. Bye.